everyone, and welcome to Rebecca Recaps the Wilds. You're gonna add some clapping to that, right? Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, because it just sounds stupid if I just say it all dramatic and then nothing happens. Anyway, you're probably wondering why Sawyer and Gavin aren't doing this, and the answer is they're busy or something.
You literally karate chopped Gavin in the neck to get him out of the frame.
There was a mosquito!
No, there wasn't.
Don't listen to her, she lies for a living. So, since they are occupied at the moment, Julie asked me to do it instead.
And I regret it already.
Be quiet. So, in case you have amnesia and don't remember season 1, here's a recap. Also, here's the link to the playlist in case you're one of those losers who never watched it in the first place.
Rebecca, don't insult the viewers.
It's not an insult if it's true. If you haven't watched The Wilds, you should go do that first so you aren't confused when we start posting season 2. There, I said it! I decided to move to better match the vibe of the series. The Wilds begins when an ordinary boy named Lucas gets magically transported to the Wilds, which is like a secondary realm. But it's mostly just a big forest. Now, there's a whole bunch of complicated world building and mechanics and stuff that Tatum can talk about for hours if you let her. But I don't really care. She's kind of boring anyway.
Rebecca.
Well, why couldn't it just be a magical portal? Lucas falls through a magical portal and then shows up in the wilds. And when he does, he meets this girl named Fox. That's not her real name, though. I don't know why she was there, but it's pretty convenient that she was. Wink.
Rebecca, you promised you wouldn't be weird if I let you do this.
I would never make such a promise.
I have a voice memo.
Fair enough. Anyway, I think we should give Gavin some acting credit because Lucas is way more interesting than he ever is. I had to move again because of all the interruptions. So, Fox tells Lucas all about the Wilds and agrees to let him stay with her, even though she doesn't seem to like him very much. In these episodes, we meet a bunch of people, and some of them end up becoming important later. 2 of these people are the big bad guy Raven and this weird flickery girl whose name no one can spell. Probably because Tatum just made it up. Anyway, Ada kidnaps 2 other people. The first one is a wolf, not a real wolf, a human in the wolf faction. Spoiler alert, she dies, but we don't find that out until later.
Hey, Julie said to set up filming here, so can you, leave?
I'm in the middle of this.
Fine.
As I was saying, the second person is Meg, and she becomes best friends with Ada. Stockholder syndrome, I guess.
Isn't it Stockholm syndrome?
That doesn't make any sense. Stop interrupting me. So, I don't really remember what happens next. But then, Ada shows up at Fox's house, and then Fox is all like, "Oh no, I have to go tell Lucas all about my deep dark past because the bad guy is secretly my best friend." Then they go to a party. Also, while they're there, Lucas confesses that he likes Fox. But she doesn't really get it. It's actually kind of hilarious. Anyway, Ada runs away from the party and, spoiler alert, she dies. But then Raven tells everyone that Fox did it, so Meg sneaks away to enact revenge. But it doesn't really work because Fox is secretly a mystic too. Lucas gets really upset over this, and then he gets kidnapped by Raven. So now it's time for Fox to team up with everyone we've met so far and fight Raven. And so they do. The plan is working out pretty great. Until Jane decides to go rogue after finding out her sister is dead. Which is pretty unfortunate timing since Raven just became good again, but Jane doesn't know that, so she kills her. I just want to say for the record, though, that this is super unclear in the original season. Apparently our props team was too busy to make a stupid bow and arrow. Seriously. 1 month passes as Fox goes through the 5 stages of grief. Then she decides she's doing much better and decides to go back to her real name, Amara. Then Lucas and her share their feelings and all that stuff, and they walk off into the sunset with false optimism. I say false optimism because it's about to get a lot worse in Season 2, with new characters, newer drama, and more of that complicated world building.